now show you how to complete some of the requisitions for the blood results, generate a PRN requisition, and to enter results into the blood results. So for my routine monitoring, I'll have a lot of full blood counts and a lot of biochemistry. So I'll just quickly fill in the requisition for those samples. And then again for the other sample. You'll become very familiar with this process by the end of the study. But let's say that this patient that I've randomized, also actually probably needs to have a CD4 count because they haven't had one in 3 months. Then I can do an add PRM requisition and add on a CD4 count. And the reason for these PRM requisitions is that it isn't mandatory within the protocol. It's just that these are other samples that are likely to be required at some point in time. So I'll do that requisition there. And you'll see that I've got all of these ones generated now, including the CD4. Now I'm going to show you how to enter the blood result itself. So very similar to the lumbar puncture result. Click on Add Blood Result, and it's broken down by different types of tests. So starting off with my biochemistry, I'll be asked to link it to the requisition, which will be that one, the time and date that I've got in the report, and then I can start entering my results in there. Now, the EDC is used to the fact that sometimes people use different units, and for each individual blood test, it will ask you if that result is normal or abnormal. That is determined by the Division of AIDS grading, and it will also ask you if it's reportable, which means that it's grade 3 or grade 4, because all grade 3 and grade 4 adverse events, including abnormal blood parameters, are a secondary outcome for the study. So this is not applicable because it's not abnormal. We'll just go through some more of these. And you get the idea. So that works with all of these ones. Then you can do your FBC. Start adding in some results for there. And the EDC has built into it the values which are normal, abnormal, and also the grading as well if they're grade 3 or 4. So even if I say that this result is abnormal and it's not, the EDC will prompt me to then change that result so that it fits with the Division of AIDS criteria. And you can fill in all of these, so all of the full blood count. Immunology would be the CD4 count. We filled one of those in, so we can do that. And then when you get to the bottom of the form, you'll then be asked to conclude the results. Are any of the above results abnormal? And if they are abnormal, are any of them a grade 3 or 4 adverse event? Because those would trigger the adverse event process. Now, on day 1, only abnormal bloods should not be reported as adverse events. And that's because it's not possible for an abnormal result on day 1 to be an adverse event, because this is a baseline test. So the only blood tests that perhaps are of particular importance to the patient's participation within the study is those 3 early withdrawal bloods, so the ALT, neutrophils and platelets. If I were to fill in here on this patient that the neutrophils were less than 0.5, I would be asked to terminate the study from the patient from the study because they would have met the early withdrawal criteria. So I'll just save that form. And then I'm back to the landing page.